Hey YouTube, it's almost Thanksgiving, so of course today we're making cranberry sauce. So we've got a couple days before Thanksgiving, and I like to get a jump on all the dishes that I need to prepare, mainly because my kids gave me a 2-page list of what they want me to make. One of the easiest things to make ahead of time is cranberry sauce, and this is one of the simplest ways to do it. So over here I've got 2 cups of water, and I've got 2 cups of fresh cranberries. See? These are very tart. If you've ever eaten a fresh cranberry, you won't forget it. So this is just going to go in this water, and I've got the water on medium-high. I'm going to bring it up to a boil. And we are going to add to that 2 cups of white sugar. That's about 3 cloves, whole cloves, and 2 cinnamon sticks. Like I said, the cranberries are super tart, so you got to give some sugar to balance that out. And then I've got 2 navel oranges that I've just sliced thin. I'm putting these right in here like this. I used to do lemon zest and juice and the whole 9 yards, but I realized it was a little bit easier just to throw them in here sliced up like this. And then I'll fish out the extra orange peels when I'm ready. Now that's all we're going to put in there, except for a good pinch of salt. Not too much. You don't want to taste salty. You just want to wake up all those other flavors. This is how hard this is. All we got to do now is wait for it to come to a boil. Alright, we'll be back in a minute. I lost Ricky. I don't know where he went. I'll bring you back in a minute. I just wanted to show y'all. I brought this up to a boil, and then I turned it down just below medium, and I'm just letting it simmer. I'm going to let it go until most of my cranberries pop, and I think all my oranges have given up everything they have to give up. So right now we're just simmering. It's that easy. Okay, so we brought this up to a boil. Reduced it to a simmer, and I've just been letting it go. You can see those are pretty much giving it all up. So this last little bit that we're going to do is I'm fishing these orange slices out, because you really don't want to bite into that. You can do a cranberry relish, which is also really, really good, where you just take a few strips of zest. You use less liquid, and you make more like a jam type thing with it. That's pretty yummy. But it's Thanksgiving. I like the traditional stuff, so I do it the way my grandmother did it. Because it also gives me opportunity to tell stories to my kids about my grandparents. And cinnamon stick. You want to get rid of that. But anyway, it gives me a chance to talk about their family and kind of share some of what I had during my own childhood. So you can do cranberry relish, and I'll probably make it more towards Christmas. I don't know why that makes it better instead of doing it at Thanksgiving, but for some reason it does, so there you go. Alright, I think I've gotten everybody out, and my other cinnamon stick. Can you see? Oh, thanks, Ricky. Thank you. Thank you. See, there's one last one. There always seems to be one more. Ricky's helpful. How about that? Okay. Last little bit. I have a cornstarch slurry. That's about 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and I just added just a little bit of water. And I like using cornstarch because it will be clear. It'll thicken this up and be clear when it's ready. But you always want to mix it right before you add it to whatever you're making, because it'll separate. Your slurry will separate. So stir it up right before. And that goes in here. We're going to bring this back to a boil and only give it just a minute or 2. Ricky, can you see this? Can you see what that's hot? Can you see what color that is? See what color that is? That's when we just added the cornstarch, but as that cooks, it will clear up. Okay? So, about 2 more minutes, guys, and we'll have cranberry sauce. So we added our cornstarch, brought it back up to a simmer, let it get nice and thick. See? Isn't that nice? And the last thing we're going to do, a little black pepper, which is really nice against the sweet and the tart and the cinnamon. And that, my friends, is all there is to it. So you can do this up to a week ahead, and it's one of those little details that you can just knock out and get out of the way, so it's one less thing you have to do on Thanksgiving Day itself. Aha. Alright, let's see how we did, Ricky. That's the vacuum. It follows me. Wherever I am in the house, it doesn't matter. The vacuum comes and bangs up against my feet. So, sorry about that. That's nice. The oranges really come through. The cranberries are center stage. Little sweet, but not too much. Ricky, what are you shooting pictures of? I'm over here, buddy. Try this when you get ready for Thanksgiving. I think you'll think it's just as easy and just as delicious as I do. Ricky.